Everybody, welcome back. Due to technical difficulties beyond our control or our comprehension, the first part of the video cut out. So this is now part 2 of Paper Crafting Saturday with Leslie Watkins, and I'm using the Gilded Autumn Suite. So I think when the filming stopped, it was just before I adhered the DSP to the sides of the box. So what I'm going to do is, I have another box ready to go here. Zoom you out a little bit. And I'm going to take the other two pieces, and I'm just going to give those a little bit of a curl. And I'm running my liquid glue on the backs, and I'm just going to very carefully come up the sides a little bit and then just put a dot. Grab that. Just going to put a dot of glue near the tip. So the same thing on this one. Okay. Now, because all these pieces were cut with the same die, they match up perfectly. I mean, it couldn't be nicer. So now we have the benefit of both the beautiful brushed metallic cardstock and this gorgeous DSP. So let's get our other one on. Alright. I'm going to give that a quick burnish. Make sure that the glue is spread nicely on there. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside to dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I'm using "My Heart is Grateful for You." Oh, I have it out already. Okay, so here it is with the Cajun Craze. And I'm going to now use the second from the smallest of the rectangle stitch dies. I've already cut out the brushed metallic cardstock with the third size, so that's going to provide a nice little border. So here's our nice machine back again. That in there. And there's our sentiment with that beautiful little stitched edge think you can see that. Okay, so now I have a piece of the Cajun Craze cardstock. This measures 2 inches wide by 4.5 long. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch the end of it with the scalloped tag topper punch, which gives me a shape like that. I love this punch. This punch stays right on my desk all the time because I use it that much. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my sentiment. Put that on here. That nice and straight. Okay, so it just gives a nice little shimmer around the edges. Now I'm going to place this so that I have a little bit of the cardstock, because we're going to decorate this with a lot of foliage, and I want that little extra cardstock there to support the decorations. There we go. Okay, so there's our tag. Now I'm going to take all of these pieces. So I've punched out the leaves and the acorns using the punches. And I also used these kind of pine needle dies from the mini curvy keepsake box set. You can see I've got a little piece of paper stuck in there. There we go. So I'm just going to use glue dots to make a little collage. So I'm going to start with my pine needles. And I think I'm going to do this like that. So I'm using 2 of them on this side, and then I'm going to take my oak leaf, that on top there, these glue dots are the best for working with these little pieces. It just makes everything so much easier. And all I'm trying to do here is to get these needles to silhouette against the white of the paper there. Let's zoom you in a little bit. Okay. And then the oak leaf just kind of covers up the join. Oop. Stretchy glue dot. There we go. I think I'm going to put another oak leaf on over on this side. Tuck that under. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Gilded Gems, I'll take this kind of medium-sized one, put that right down there. Take a little one, that there, and then I'm going to take a great big one. I'm going to put that right up there. Okay, so there is our tag. Actually, I want to also add a couple of these little acorns. So let me get some dimensionals. There we go. Now I have this really pretty metallic ribbon, and this actually has little metal fibers in it, so it does have a stiffness to it. I'm just going to loop that over on itself and push that through the tag topper. Get through there. There we go. And then what I've done is I've taken one of those cute little acorns and I've looped a piece of the linen thread through the eye. And I'm just going to tie that. I was going to tie it to the ribbon, but I think because it's heavy, I'm going to put it right through here. Tie that on with a double knot. All right, so here's our little box. So let's get that assembled. Very simple to do. Get our treat in there. And tie on the tag. Actually, I don't know if I left enough room for a bow, but I want the recipient to be able to open it easily, so I'm going to do my best to make a very tiny bow here. You should leave yourself longer tails to tie the bow. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, it's a tight one, folks. All right, I just barely made it, so make sure you leave yourself a little bit extra for the tails. But there is your very elegant autumnal gilded treat box for somebody very special, or yourself. You deserve it. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I really recommend that you take a look at that Gilded Autumn Suite. It is beautiful. And I will have all the information below so that you can shop for that if you'd like. And I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage. That's my monthly email newsletter that comes out on the first of the month, and it will tell you about all of the upcoming paper crafting and watercolor classes that I have, and you can also register through Notes for them. So have a terrific weekend, stay well, stay creative, and I will see you next time on Monday for Marvelous Monday at 12 noon right here. And that's all for now. Take care.